we made some changes.
Yeah.
We got into counseling.
That's good.
We got into deliverance and freedom. We learned how to build community, which we didn't realize that was an even valuable thing to have.
Sure, yeah.
So things of that nature is how we got to where we're at now. And I actually now I like the chick. You know, she's
Once I realized what love was, that's when I realized love was work.
okay.
Being intentional, showing up for your wife.
Yeah.
That is love. That being there is love. Once I learned that, I felt so much freedom.
And my therapist was like, let's talk about you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't pay you to talk about me. I'm not paying you to talk about me. I'm paying you to tell her she's wrong. And, you know, because I grew up like this, like what happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
And you don't talk to people about private stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know, I don't want to talk about me. And he was like, but I do. So let's peel back these layers. Once we started peeling back these layers, I realized.
What does it mean to be an intentional husband? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to another episode of the Intentional Husband Podcast. I'm your host, Andre Poole, and tonight's gonna be a good one tonight, y'all. I'm here with my brother-in-laws, Jason and Quitin. Y'all, what's going on?
What's happening, brother? What's
going on?
What's up?
Hey.
This is wild, man.
Yeah?
I'm excited.
Man, this is
I'm
wild.
excited.
Where we at? We down here in Florida,
We're on
family
vacation.
vacation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time, man.
It's called Kissimmee, right?
Kissimmee?
Yeah.
Kissimmee?
Kissimmee.
It's Indian.
Kissimmee. Got it. Yep.
Yeah. Native American.
Native
Yes.
American?
It's a Native American name.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We all from the country, so we all got 3 different variations of country right now.
yeah.
All right. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna have them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get this popping. All right.
Hey, man, I am Jason. I've been knowing Andre, I don't know, 15, 16 years. I am married to the beautiful Sonia Taylor.
Come on now.
We've been married this year. This is our 16th year. We just turned 15, so we're going into our 16th
Let's
year.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, it's wild to say that. Like, it's wild to think about that.
Why is it wild to say that?
Because it just feels like, man, yesterday. Like, it's gone by so fast. You know what I mean?
It has.
And so, yeah, man, we have 3 beautiful boys that we love and
awesome,
adore. And I pastor Revelation Church. Strong church in Newport News, man.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I'm
Talk about
grateful. Talk about it. that's not why we're here. No, man. I love my church, man, and I love what God has done with us, for us, and through us. And Rev is a special place, man. It's a very special place. But thanks for asking me to be a part of this, man.
Sure, of course. Absolutely, man. What we got, Quinn? How you doing, man?
Well, my name is Quitin Ellis. I've been married for 13 years.
13?
Yeah.
Come on.
We have our anniversary coming up soon.
Awesome.
Nobody's supposed to know about this one, but this is our anniversary. I'm going to put it out there so everybody knows.
Okay.
If you don't know the date, you don't know anything about it. So
Okay.
we have 3 beautiful kids. I just recently retired from the military. So
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the big things for me now that I have that freedom. That freedom of, just to be myself.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody to really push, because I was constantly pushing people. So
Yeah.
now I don't have that, and I can focus on my family now. So
I love that.
I'm ready.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
See, this is why I invited them on the podcast. They believe in family first. They believe in putting God in their relationship with their wife, with their family. So kudos to y'all, man. Really appreciate you guys coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
So we want to talk about, what does it mean to be an intentional husband? Or what does an intentional husband mean to you? Now, I'll mention, because I know I have some new followers up here, this September, I will be married 19 years.
Let's go. 19.
19, bro.
Bro, how did you do it?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
No.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
No, like, seriously, like, we are married to 3 sisters.
Yes, we are married to
Yeah.
3 sisters. I got the oldest, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm
the
just
oldest.
saying. I got the oldest. But no, all jokes aside, we married 3 sisters. It's been an amazing ride. And I really, I try to look back and think, how did we get here? And to think next year will be 2 decades
Yeah, man.
of marriage
Yeah.
and family is hard to believe. But I love telling people how we've been married almost 19 years, but it's been the best 4 years of our lives. And everybody hears that and they're like,
Wow.
4 years? What do you mean? The first 15 years of our marriage were rough. Not all of it was bad. There were good times, bad times, but it was very hard to navigate because we didn't have a model to go after for how to marriage right, if I can word it that way.
That makes sense.
But when year 15 hit and we almost got a divorce, because we both were like, at this point, it's about to be done. But we made some changes.
Yeah.
We got into counseling.
That's good.
We got into deliverance and freedom. We learned how to build community, which we didn't realize that was an even valuable thing to have.
Sure, yeah.
So things of that nature is how we got to where we're at now. And I like the chick. She's
Saying I like the chick is wild. I want to ask a question, man.
Come on.
And just say, first of all, kudos to you, man,
Thank
for
you.
doing this and creating space, man, for husbands to be able to be vulnerable and have these types of discussions, man, and hear from people like you who's been doing this, like you said, next year will be 2 decades. I didn't know that in year 15, you and Chris were contemplating
really
divorce. I never knew that.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It's kind of weird because I call it the unspoken divorce, because I was thinking about it, talking about it, even with my pastor. I never told Christine.
Jesus.
She was talking about it and thinking about it, never told me.
Wow.
But it was around the same time
Yeah.
that we were both thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then we both came to this collision of something's got to change, or this is going to be it. The crazy part was, even in the middle of all of that, we were still praying for other people. We're seeing other people get healed and delivered and all of these things.
Yeah, that's
wild.
wild.
We were broken in our own home. And sometimes I'm like, how did that happen? But we're still in this place.
Yeah.
But I'm just thankful that we're here now.
Wow.
And I'm doing my best to surround myself with other men, and I want to create a space for other husbands to be able to know you're not by yourself. A lot of what we ministered to a couple this past weekend, they've only been married 15 months.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that again. They've
Okay.
only been married 15 months.
Okay.
And they were talking about, we are incompatible. We made a mistake.
Wow.
This is it.
15 months.
We had them over the house. They were over the house for over 3 hours. In that time frame, we found out it was really a communication issue.
Yeah.
And as we began to interpret the language of men and interpret the language of women,
Because it's different.
it's different.
It's different.
right?
It's different.
They kept thinking it was I'm gonna just use your names
You go
because
ahead.
you're here.
Go ahead.
It was a Jason thing or
Yeah.
a Sonia thing, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was a man and a woman thing
Yeah.
that they
Man.
needed to understand. And once we, by the Holy Spirit, began to break things down and help them understand, this is what's going on and this is what he really means.
Sure.
This is what she really means. They left home hugging. They kissed each other. I followed up with him a few days ago. He said, "Man, we're actually doing good. Thank you."
Man, that's so good.
That's amazing.
That's
so
so good.
I say all that to say this space is for you guys.
Yeah.
So what does an intentional husband mean to you? Because we need more intentional husbands.
Yeah.
What would you say? Either one of you.
You go ahead, Corey. Yeah, you go ahead.
For me, intentional husband is a husband that is present, right?
I like that.
And if you're not present, when you are present, being present. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
What do you mean?
By actually having conversations. If you have children,
Yeah.
playing with the kids, having conversations with the kids,
Yeah.
Very
sitting
good.
down, fixing their meals, different things that will show your presence.
Okay.
Things to show your presence. And
love
I
it.
think that's one of the biggest things I've learned in my journey, because that was one of the things I did struggle with.
Okay.
Because I was gone so much. When I came home, I didn't know how to come back home. I didn't know how to be present.
Yeah.
And once I did my counseling, my own personal counseling, that was one of the things that came up.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I feel this way about my kids. And I was like, well, this just be there. Just be there. Don't be mentally somewhere else,
Yeah.
thinking about work or thinking about your problems.
Yeah.
Just be there with them.
So is
If that-
counseling like the turning factor for you to
yeah,
help you get to that place?
Definitely. I don't think I wouldn't have made, because the reason for going to counseling was something different, but that came up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I realized how that affected my family, and it made me better. Once I realized that, I was able to pour my energy into the kids
So how?
and
So
into
with
my wife as well. to add that.
so that's what I was going to ask,
Yeah.
because with you pouring your energy into the kids and being there for the kids, how did that affect you and your wife as well?
Right, because that was one of the biggest things that we dealt with.
Okay.
It was underlining, but it was something that we dealt with. And she would always tell me, hey, let's go do this.
Yeah.
Let's go do that. But because of my mental state at the time, I was like, I don't have time to do that. I need to rest because I got to go do this.
What made you get past that mental state to make the decision to do the action, or
Yeah.
you know, what was the thing that said, you know what, I got to make this
Let's
change?
flip the switch.
I would
Right,
say
yeah.
it was the want. The
Okay.
want. The want to be there. I wanted to be there. I felt the need to be there. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. So that won't help me push through it, right? And actually make those steps to actually push that.
I love it.
Being intentional.
And being
Being intentional.
yes, sir.
Being intentional.
I love it.
That's good, man. I think not to kind of piggyback on, but you kind of stole what I was going to say at the end. I think being intentional means wanting to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's waking up every day, making a decision to love, to be, to, you know what I'm saying? Like first of all, I think you have to look at the why.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why did you decide to get married in the first place?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think for me, you know, Sonia and I, man, probably around year 5 of our marriage, you know, unlike you and Christine,
Sure.
not telling each other, we were telling each other, like, hey, bruh.
That's good.
Hey, bruh, like, hey.
That's better than what we did.
Hey, listen, man. You know, you can go this way, I can go this way, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, and at that time, I think year 5, either we were pregnant with Carter or we had just had Carter, and we both was like, hey, man. You know, I was like, I'm gonna make sure you taken care of. I'm gonna make sure the baby's good. I just can't be here.
Wow.
You know, and in her mind, she was like, yo, I can't be here either.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so I think the common thread between all three of us, if you're going to take anything away from this, is we went to counseling.
Come on.
And we went to counseling not because we wanted to go to counseling.
Oh.
We went to counseling because our pastors made us go to counseling.
Hey, let me let me pause for a second. So
Yeah.
this is a lot.
Breathe.
Okay. If you didn't pick up on what's been said amongst the three of us, counseling is key.
Key.
It is key for a husband to be a successful husband. It is key for a marriage to be a successful marriage.
Man.
I've even told people, even if you have a healthy marriage, it is key
Yeah.
to continue in counseling. Like I mentioned, we've been married almost 19 years. Best 4 years of our lives. We still go to marriage counseling this day.
Yeah.
Roughly, now we've tapered down. We used to go every 2 weeks because we,
In the beginning.
my God.
Yeah, man.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
We
Come on,
needed
Genesis.
it. Okay, we needed it, sir.
Come on now.
But we've tapered down, so now we go roughly about every 3-4 months. Get a check-in, whether there's something there or not, we go anyway.
Yeah.
So just wanted to point that out. Also, what I'm hearing from both of you guys is it sounds like an intentional husband has to make a choice.
You gotta decide.
You got to make a decision.
Yeah.
To say, I am going to be intentional in my marriage.
Yes.
I am going to not just listen to my wife, but be there for my wife.
Of course.
Prioritize my wife. Practice good communication.
Yeah.
Right? So I love that.
Yeah, man.
And the other piece you were mentioning in regards to the divorce piece, how did you guys go from year 5 getting a divorce to now what year again?
15.
Year 15.
Going. We just went into 16. Yeah, in May we turned 15.
So how did you go from 5 to almost 6? Like, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you. God,
talk
right?
about- yeah.
God. And I know people have like their own
Sure.
way of connectivity and connection with God, but the reality for us is our marriage was centered on God. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, okay, this is, you're saved and then I'm saved. No, we both loved God, and we loved God more than we loved each other.
Okay.
And so because we wanted to please God, then it just kind of bled over into, okay, we need to get this together.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And then I'll be honest, for me, because I can only talk about Jason, but for me, I changed my prayer. I stopped asking God to teach me how to love her.
Okay.
Right?
What was the prayer?
The prayer was, God, it's hard to love your daughter.
Okay.
She's strong-willed, all of the things.
Yeah.
It's all of the things. Like, it's hard to love her. And the Lord started ministering to me, man, and he was like, that's because you're praying the wrong prayer. And he just taught me through our therapy and through peeling back the layers. I don't have the capacity to love her the way she deserves to be loved. But he does. And so through that, my prayer became, God, help me love you more. And then that way I will become open enough to allow you to love my wife through me. And that for me kind of just
say that.
Okay.
Say that one more time.
my prayer changed from God, help me to love your daughter,
Take notes.
to God, help me to love you.
Okay.
Because if you help me to love you right, then you through me can love your daughter right. You know what I mean?
Love
and
that.
so that kind of shifted my perspective from just thinking like, I remember when we got married.
Yeah.
I was standing in the back of the Mariners Museum where we got married at in the garden. It was hot. It was like
Yeah.
9 million degrees that day.
Sweating buckets.
And my father-in-law, Mr. J,
Yeah.
walks up behind me. Back then, he was much bigger for some reason in my mind. He's always been a big dude, but he was much, much, much bigger. And I was standing there and I was looking out and I saw the shadow kind of stand over me.
Yeah.
And I knew it was him because he's the biggest dude I've ever seen. And he whispered in my ear, he was like, once you say I do, you can't give her back.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like, this is not something you say to somebody on their wedding, right? And he was like, and you got the most expensive one. And I was like, my God, today. And then I turned around and he vanished. He was just like, I was like, where did he go, man? But that plagued me for so long, not just what he said,
Yeah.
but the notion that, hey, bro, this is my daughter.
Yeah. That's
You
so
know what I
good.
mean? Like, don't mistreat my daughter.
That's good.
And don't bring her way of living down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that in my mind made me always remember, like, yo, this is somebody's daughter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so even when we were going through our issues and things like that, in the back of my mind, I'm like, man. So then when God started dealing with me,
Yeah.
it shifted from this is Mr. J's daughter to, yo, this is God's daughter.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
And honestly, that's something let's see, this is what, August 2025? That's something I learned this year. That my wife, I have to remember that Mr. J is not only my father-in-law, but also God, in a sense,
Sure.
is also
Yeah.
my father-in-law.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
And that Christine is God's daughter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can honestly say I ever changed my prayer back then. Because I was, just to be blunt, I was salty.
But we always are, bro. That's real, bro.
I was salty, fam. I was so mad.
No, I get
You
it.
know what I mean? And I felt like I ain't had nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
And nobody understood all the things, right? But with having that understanding, it gave me a better perspective that, oh man, this like, how could I be so selfish?
Yeah.
This is God's daughter.
Yeah.
And I need to be mindful of how I'm treating his daughter.
Yeah. And subsequently treating him.
And
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to mention was, I think sometimes as husbands, we think we're the only ones going through what's happening in our marriage.
No, Dre, we are the only ones.
Definitely the only one.
We're the only ones,
But
bro.
we be thinking it.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Hey.
And we had a marriage group a few times over the past couple of years through Union Church. Pastor Stephen Chandler is our senior pastor, dope pastor.
Dope pastor, by the way. Dope pastor. One pastor to another. Dope.
Awesome. And one of the things I learned as a leader, one of the best ways to help people that you are surrounded by to be vulnerable is for you to be vulnerable yourself.
Yeah.
So I began to share some deep things, and it was kind of shocking in the moment, the first few sessions we had, because I would say these really deep things, and Christine would look at me like, that's what you sharing?
You gonna tell him that?
You gonna tell them that? Like, quit. She was shocked, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But I would share these things, and I'm like, you told me to do it, Lord. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then somebody would raise their hand. I'm thinking they want to ask a question.
Yeah.
They want to make a comment.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I deal with that too.
Yeah.
I dealt with that. Wow. You know, so I think being intentional involves also being vulnerable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And if we are not vulnerable and honest with ourselves first,
Right.
then there's no way that we can be vulnerable and honest with our spouse.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think the more work we can do as husbands on ourselves, I believe that there is value in what we can offer. I think how can I word this? I think we're limiting the capacity of what God wants to do through us to our spouse, right? Because of the lack of work we're doing on ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't want to get free. We like holding on to
Yes.
the depression and the
Yes.
things we're going through.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about anything,
Yes.
but yet
Yeah.
we complain there's communication
Yes.
issues.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't complain about the marriage you're not willing to work on.
Yeah.
Say that one more time, Drake.
You can't complain about the marriage you're not willing to work on.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to put in the work. And here's there was a book we read.
We doing this? We doing? I feel like
I know we're doing it, right? There was a book we
Yes.
There was a book we read, Marriage on the Rock by Jimmy Evans. Awesome book. Definitely recommend you read it. He says the way to have a successful marriage is not spelled Love. He says it's spelled WORK.
My God. Whew, hold on, I need a. That's heavy. That's heavy.
How many husbands are willing to put in the work, not just on when they get married, not just before they get married? A lot of times people are trying to put it in before they get married to be like, I'm now marriage ready.
Right.
Bro, you just started.
You just
man.
getting started.
You are just starting.
You just getting started, man.
But if we can remember, or I don't want to say remember, if we can learn that putting in work is a daily practice,
Man.
keyword there being practice,
Ma-
because we're going to mess up, we're going to make our wife upset. But if we practice, we get better at it.
we get better at making her upset.
No,
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think I'm a pro at that.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
you know, I mean,
It's too easy.
I think it bears mentioning though. And man, that's such a good quote.
Yeah.
It's not LOVE, it's WORK.
100%.
I'm gonna be honest, man, and Q,
I got something to say.
having retired,
Yeah.
right? How many years you doing in the Navy?
20 years, 6 months.
20 years, 6 months.
20 years, 6 months.
I retire next year, 21 years.
Yep.
Right?
For the record, out of all three of us brother-in-laws, I was not in the military. I'm the outlaw here.
You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest. My mom may want me to go. She thought I'd go to war, so she was like, "No, baby." I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, I guess my thought is, like, in a sense, because a lot of people are afraid of the daily work piece of it.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that the military kind of instilled in us is that you have to show up every day.
Have to.
You have to show up every day.
Yeah.
And I think at any particular point in our marriages, man, showing up gets tough.
Yeah.
It does,
You know what I mean?
especially when you're not affirmed.
Yes.
Especially when you try to do something right and it gets shot down.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, man. I feel deliverance happening over here. Right? It's just one of those things, man, where it's like consistently having to show up to work
Yeah.
is the plight of a man. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, especially a man with responsibility.
Yeah.
And when you have the responsibility of marriage, then you also bear the responsibility of the work of marriage.
Yes.
Good.
We
That's
talk about this
good.
at our church all the time, and I tell a lot of the couples there that, and especially the men, God did not give Adam Eve before he gave Adam responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
He gave Adam the garden and then said, keep it, dress it. Then he gave Adam Eve. So we can't run from the responsibility of the work simply because it's work.
Yeah.
You have to show up for it every single day.
Facts.
You know, and that gets tiring. Q.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to share was we've been talking about love a lot, and I know one thing that I struggled with was love.
Okay. What do you mean?
I thought love was an emotion, right? Like you can fall out of love. So I felt that word was a word that was used too easily. I hated that word.
Wow.
And I hate is a strong word.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I didn't like it. And I ended up getting married.
Okay.
Me and my wife came together, and I came in that with thinking love was an emotion.
Oh.
Right. So that was one of the biggest things. Once I realized what love was, that's when I realized love was work.
Okay.
Being intentional, showing up for your wife.
Yeah.
That is love. That being there is love. Once I learned that, I felt so much freedom.
Wow.
So much freedom because I held on to that emotion.
Yeah.
Thinking that it was emotion, Thinking that it was emotion, I held on to that. And that was one of the things that once I realized it, my life changed.
You know, you bring.
And I think
Go ahead.
I think what made me realize that, I think I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. And, you know, he got many teachings.
Yeah,
He's
for sure.
Constantly talking about something. And he just jabbed that in there about love. And when I heard it, I just
Thing will stop you, won't it?
Yeah.
It'll stop you in your tracks, won't it?
Made you hit.
paused it real quick.
You know, you bring
Wait,
up a good
what?
point because a lot of times, and this wasn't just you, but I think all of us as husbands, we bring things into our marriage in the beginning, not realizing that it's affecting the marriage itself. And then we want to blame our spouse, but
Yes.
really it's something from our past.
Yes. Man.
Which brings me back to the point, you need deliverance, guys. You
gotta go
you
through
gotta get
deliverance.
free.
You
You
need
gotta
counseling.
get freedom
Got to.
from past traumas,
Yes, sir.
from dad issues, whatever the case may be. Go get free from that. All right, that's at the church. For,
Please.
you know,
Identify
right? We can help you identify what that is.
Absolutely.
And get free from it.
You need it.
Because a lot of those things are areas of trauma. A lot of those things are ways of thinking that are incorrect, that are wrong. Biblically speaking.
For sure.
And so the best way to At our church, we call it replacing the lie with the truth. And one of the best ways to do that is through the Bible. One of the best ways of doing that is through prayer.
Yeah.
One of the best ways of doing that is allowing the Holy Spirit to work to do a work inside of you.
That's it.
So that way, I don't want this to turn into a deliverance session, but
No, man.
So what's
You gotta
foreign
go with
can
that.
so what's foreign can come out, and what's holy can come in.
Yes.
All right. So just grab hold of that for whoever needs that, because as husbands, we got to be free.
Yeah.
That's the only way for us to be truly intentional, the way our wives need us to be, the way our family needs us to be.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's major, man. That's major. That is major. Going back to the therapy piece when we started,
Sure.
I went into therapy with a list. My wife don't do this. She don't do this. She don't do this. She's wrong. She's this. She's that. And you, sir, need to tell her. I'm paying you to tell her she's wrong.
Yeah.
And she needs to do better.
And you better do your job.
And you got an hour. You got an hour of my time to tell her all the things I've been telling her. And my therapist was like, let's talk about you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't pay you to talk about me. I'm not paying you to talk about me. I'm paying you to tell her she's wrong. And, because I grew up like this, like what happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
And you don't talk to people about private stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't want to talk about me. And he was like, but I do. So let's peel back these layers. Once we started peeling back these layers, I realized I dealt with a lot of rejection and abandonment and lack of affirmation.
Yeah.
Right?
You calling out some stuff, Jason?
Yeah, man, because a lot of us, especially in our context as African American males.
Facts.
Right?
Big
a
facts.
lot of us, especially in our generation, and I'm thankful that based on statistic, that our generation is changing that trajectory because there are more present African American fathers in our generation than it was when we were growing up.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a turn, and I'm grateful for that. But those of us who are in our age range have dealt with the absence of not just a father, but the absence of affirmation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for me, yeah.
I'm trying to end this podcast, but you keep going like this. We're gonna go another 2 hours.
this is good. You can cut it up.
Yeah.
You can cut this up.
Part one,
We
part two.
need that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let me rephrase that. We needed
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And we didn't get it.
We did not get it.
But then the world wants to label us and wonder why this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But you stack on rejection with lack of affirmation,
Yeah.
with not being properly raised as a man, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry.
All of the, being raised by predominantly women.
Yes.
With the absence of masculine effort and energy, then we're brought up, I'm raised and reared thinking that this is the way my wife should be.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this is what I'm accustomed to. I'm accustomed to dysfunction. So if I'm accustomed to dysfunction, then, right? Like, and you don't know it's dysfunction until you are disconnected from it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can look back at it and be like, that
Yep.
probably wasn't the right thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of left trying to build something you never had a blueprint for.
Right.
True.
And so then we project a lot of that stuff onto our wives and into our relationships. And for us, and I feel like I can speak for us because we all married sisters, our wives wasn't raised that way.
Not at all.
Right? Our wives was raised with a father and a mother, right? And they were able to see a blueprint, so to speak.
Just to be clear, so you guys know, all three of us were not raised by our fathers.
Yes.
Nope.
All three of us.
But all three of our wives were.
So then there's this clashing of what we feel like, or what I felt like a husband should be,
Right.
Yeah.
versus,
Or just not knowing.
or just not knowing,
Yeah.
That's good.
versus my wife having an example.
Yeah.
You know, and a good one. Our father-in-law is
Yeah.
amazing.
Big facts.
Right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
But having a good example, now here we are trying to marry these two dichotomies, and it's like, bruh, you slipping. And I'm like, no, you're not affirming me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not. Now I'm expecting my wife to be my father.
That's big.
And,
That's big.
And I think we put a lot of weight on the fact that, you know, oh no, she's, you know, my wife is like my mother. No. My wife, now my expectation is that my wife give me what my father never gave me.
Yeah.
And that's what you call dysfunction
Absolutely.
in a marriage.
Absolutely.
Because now she is being put in a role that she was never made or built
Yep.
Yeah.
to operate in. So this is why we have to have a strong relationship with Jesus Christ. So through
For sure.
the Holy Spirit, he can
sure.
give us the discernment, the wisdom that we need
For sure.
for our eyes to be enlightened, as it says in Ephesians.
That's it.
To properly see how things should be in a marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. We're on vacation right now. I told them like a couple days ago I wanted to do this. I'm gonna be honest. I want to do this again.
Got to, man. We got to.
This was fun. I almost feel like we could go longer, but I
got
ain't
to.
trying to hold them. Okay, but listen, definitely. You know, if you guys have any questions, matter of fact, if you have any comments,
Yeah.
put those comments down below. Even let us know in the comments, what does an intentional husband mean to you?
Yes.
All right. We love you guys.
For sure.
Strive to be an intentional husband just like we are. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.